All right, it's Curtis again, and I'll show you one of my newest things that I've been working on is a hollowing tool. I kind of new to wood turning and things, and only been, I guess, to woodworking in general. I've only been messing around with woodworking for let's see, probably about 2.5 years now. So, like most people, I'm married and I get an allowance. So you have to find out different ways to actually get the tools that you want without spending money. So today, what I'm going to show you is my new hollowing tool. I kind of got the design off of watching Tim Yoder on Woodturning Workshop. I was kind of seeing how some of his different hollowing tools were and the type of different grinding points and things that he had. So I kind of based it off of what I've seen on his videos or on TV. So I'll show you what I came up with here. This is it. As you can see, just by looking at it, it's this one right here. This is just a normal set that I have, cheap set. But I made this one. This one's about 25 inches long, and it seemed to work out pretty darn good. This is just some of that old, like I was telling you, pallet material. Works great. It's maple. It's nice, hard. I ended up looking at some of the magazines I have, and I really like the fact that if you look, it's got the normal handle length for regular, but then it's got this nice second handle. So if you really want to get a nice grip, a little more stability, I can actually put it on my side of my about my waist, and it seems to work out really good. I just finished it up last night, so, but I'll show you a little bit more here. What I ended up using for the bar is I actually just went to the Big Orange store. I'm sure everybody knows. I don't know if I can say the name or not, but you can buy a 3-foot piece of this. This is 1/2 inch, zinc plated, so it's got the nice shiny look to it. Just drilled in, and this here is actually a piece of just hard copper pipe that you can get pretty much all anywhere. And I just sanded it down and basically just polished that up so it looks nice. But what I ended up doing was, if I can get a good look here, drilling a hole. Basically what I did is I measured from corner to corner to my hardened steel there, and ended up just drilling it down, probably about a little over 1 inch. And then what I did is I drilled a couple holes. I actually just tapped this end one here, and I put an Allen key in there, or Allen, and I tapped that through, and that holds it in from the bottom. And my grind, I got that off of watching, let's see if I can get a better picture here, off of Tim Yoder also. It's kind of the same point that he uses, and it seems to work out pretty darn good. I just kind of been tinkering around with it a little bit, and this bar, the 3-foot, which I actually have another piece left over, so I can actually make another jig or another tool with. This only costs, what's it, like $6.80, I think, for a 3-foot. So I only used half of it for this project, so I got another one I can use to make this, or to make another one. I think my next one, I'm going to actually make one with a little arm that comes out, another piece. But for my tip, I was reading that people use Allen wrenches and things like that, because that's really, really nice hard steel, hardened steel. And what I ended up doing is I go to a lot of swap meets and flea markets and things, and I found these. It's an old pack of mini metal lathe tools, or I don't even call it chucks or whatever. What I end up doing is, I can't use them for what I'm doing because of the different grinds and stuff, but you can actually grind like this little point here off, and then that's what I ended up doing, because this was about the exact same that I have in there. It's ground down. I ended up basically just cutting this off, and you cannot use a hacksaw or a sawzall. ruined both blades. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard stuff. So I ended up having to basically grind that off, and then I kind of got my shape that I wanted here, and then I took it over to my whetstone grinder or sharpener and put a nice little sharp edge on it, and it goes all the way, wraps all the way around. And I'm pretty pleased with that. I haven't really used it for a big project, but just messing around this morning a little bit, I had this piece of red oak here, and I just kind of messed around, put this little bead in here, or this little concave, and I don't know exact terms yet. Like I said, I'm still new to this, but I got all the way in there, and if you can see, that is a 1/16, actually less than a 1/16, almost 32 inch thick. I mean, I can get that to bend. That's how thin I got that. And a little bit of sanding in there, and it's nice and smooth. So I'm pretty sure if I get like a nice big project, it'll work out pretty good. And I actually did the outside with that too this morning. So it actually works pretty good. Nice little strings come off. And you sit there and just barely push it with that nice long handle. You can really get a lot of support. But I'll tell you kind of how I drilled this hole here. I actually went to my lathe, and it can actually pinch together pretty good right there. I turned it all the way down, stuck it in as far as I could get it back over in here, tightened it down, and then I just brought my tailstock up with my Jacob's chuck, and I found the center point of my metal rod, and I actually took a metal punch and I punched it and just slowly ran that in there with a metal bit, and it worked out pretty good. Then I ended up just doing the same with this, just mounting it in there and drilling my hole back probably a good 3 inches down from this point here, and I put some epoxy in there, epoxied it down, and I pounded this off so it was nice and tight, and I just took, you see a little dimple right in there, I just took a nice flat brad punch, and I punched that down in there to hold it also, and it's you know, put a little bit of epoxy on that, but it's not going to go nowhere, and it seems to work out pretty good. Like I said, the nice thing is I think I bought these for $3. So if you look, I got one there. These are a little bit longer. These other three, so I got 6 more tips out of that, 6, 7 plus the one I have in there. So, but I don't think I'm gonna ever have to replace this one. That is so hard. It's not gonna actually. How I ended up cutting this here off, and I went through the couple blades. I actually just took a pair of bolt cutters and I put right on the end and actually snapped it and just shattered it. That's how hard that is. And I ground it down to the profile I needed. But it's kind of a look of nice and inexpensive tool. Then again, like I said, pallet material, that's free. I had this pipe laying around, so that didn't cost me anything. I have under $7 in this, and I don't know if you want to take $3 divided by all the different tips. So essentially, you know, and the Allens. I just went to Harbor Freight a while back, and I bought their little Allen assortment, little box you can get, and actually I'll show you here real quick. Oop, about that. And just a little thing here. I bought this on sale. I think this was $6. So a lot of different assortments for different jigs. So, and essentially, I have hardly any money in this, and it works good, really good actually. I'm going to try to turn in a natural edge bowl with it today and see how that goes. But another thing I've been using for I've been making a lot of Christmas ornaments lately to give to people. When I go back for Thanksgiving here, I've been trying all kinds of different finishes. And I want something that I can throw on there quick. I tried the hut. It doesn't work bad. It doesn't give quite the sheen I'm looking for. And so I tried shellac, and I love it. It gives a nice sheen. Goes on there quick. Turn the lathe all the way as high as it'll go, and it actually dries it within a couple of minutes, so then I can handle it, do whatever I need to do, and it just brings out the nice quality of the wood and everything. So, but that is my new tool I figured I'd show you guys. If you have any questions on a little more detail on this, sorry about the picture again, let me know, and I'll try to post them for you. But it's a good, cheap way. I mean, I was looking, and these are about $150 tools to $200. So I have virtually nothing in this, and it works out just as good. So, well, let me know what you guys think, and I'll post some more videos on some other things as I go. So, if you guys enjoyed this, and have a good one.